Hello everybody and welcome back to some more blueprints. Number 1, audio. Audio is fixed. Moving forward in the future, no more ear-splitting audio. This is about as loud as it gets, and I had to turn the volume down to 0.2. Again, this all stemmed from the game sounds different in OBS than what's in my headset right now. I'm not sure how I caused that issue, but that is what happened. But it's fixed now. It's still going to be a little loud probably on the intro, but I'm very sorry for all of those previous episodes. I would have to take them down, go into a clip editor and try to change the audio lines for just the music, and that's just so much work. If anything, I just need to go put a disclaimer on all those videos and tell people to tone it down or mute it. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward from there. This game is about nothing but making steady progress, and that's all we've done. I have my notepad here. It has been almost a full week since I've played this. And right now, the day I'm recording this one, it's on the 29th, right? So this is Saturday. I got a couple more days before the demo closes out. We can skip. I don't know, I was making you guys stare at a black screen the whole time. So we're gonna see how much we can get done. I made a comment, I think, on the last video that went live, I think today actually, was the goal is to get a minimum of at least 2 more full runs completed before the demo closes out. So I got a lot of recording to do this weekend, but as you guys know, since we're progressed a lot more into this and we've kind of got that like lingering information that carries over between runs, the runs are getting a lot shorter. I had one episode, the original episode 9, was recorded, and it was like 16 minutes, and it was a terrible run, and I was already clearing my save files, so I didn't bother uploading it. I just said, you know what, we're going to start fresh. We're going to give everybody a new run to enjoy here, and that's why we're on this one. Okay, so let's pull out the notepad here. And something we're going to do this time is I'm going to start writing down what pictures are in what room. I've mentioned I would do that before, but now I actually like have a little document here set up. And this was 11:28. 11. I was also incredibly tired the last time I tried to film. And in that episode, you guys would have had to watch me put the code in wrong 3 times after saying it out loud. And I already know what it's like sitting there when I've struggled with the parlor puzzle. Another big one. There have been quite a few of you that have taken the time and effort to politely, I might add, explain to me what I was doing wrong with the puzzles. So I really do appreciate that. We're gonna go turn the fireplace on. Not the fireplace, but we're gonna turn the little gas nozzle on. But yeah, I mean, you guys did a perfect job. It was a very simple explanation, and instead of people just telling me like, oh, you're doing it wrong, you guys were actually giving me full detailed experiences from previous videos and other scenarios where I messed it up to compare it to, and it was really nice and very helpful to go back. And now that I look at it, it was pretty brutal. Looking back on it, I'm like, man, I just misread the instructions. And my problem was I kept misreading the instructions every single time I went back to that puzzle. I would look at it, it would say it on my screen what to do, and then I would just throw in a third rule about there being a negligible box, which is just not true at all. It's just completely fake, made up. Don't know why I made that in my head. So, now I think we're going to be A-okay. When we get to our first parlor puzzle, just for sanity's sake, what I'm probably going to do is I'll probably pause the video and just take a look at it and then unpause it. That way, you know, I might still get it wrong. Don't get your hopes up. I could still very easily get this wrong. But I'll take our little banana here and our money. I might still pause it just to give it a quick look over. So we've got a storeroom here on the end already. I don't know if that audio carried over, but I may or may not have downloaded a demo called Star Trucker. I'm not trying to promote a different series in this series, but there might be a new series coming up soon about driving a big rig in space and hauling containers through galaxies. Okay, we've got a nook, a chapel, and a storeroom. We don't want a chapel here. Not the right place for a chapel, way too early on. Although I know they appear more often early on. The nook is a key. No, we can take the storeroom because the nook... Yeah, let's take the storeroom. We take the storeroom, we get one of each. We get our shekel, our shiny gold key, and a blue turquoise-looking gem. Alright. Moving on to this room. Got ourselves a den. I will almost always take a den, and the fireplace is on bank left of the room. Okay. Fine by me. See, even the fireplace, listen. You can hear it. You can hear the crackle and the rumble. But it doesn't seem like the whole damn building is falling apart while I'm standing in here. I don't know. The audio thing was a bit weird for me because I'm just so caught up. Because I watch other YouTubers all the time. I watch a lot of YouTubers. Oh boy, here we go. And the thing is with the audio, I like to be able to hear the game, and I want to be able to hear the person speaking. And sometimes that's just hard to balance. Ever since I started playing games and recording myself, I found out that's a lot harder to balance than I thought it was. I assumed it would just be, oh, turn it down. It's not like that. Okay, we've got our wind-up key. We've got our rules, which tell us one of the boxes has to be true. Another box has to be false. The third box could be true or false, and one of the boxes will have the gem in it. So, we have to do deductive reasoning to figure out, do we have what it takes? Well, you know what, I'm not even going to go down that path. So, the gems are not in the box with a unique statement. This statement is unique, and the gems are not in the box with a unique statement. So, we know that the gems are only in one box. Okay, this might be a good time for me to pause it and come back here. I promise I won't cheat. This is more for my betterment. But I'm gonna like think this through in my head and then solve it. I'm not gonna sneak a jump cut in and pretend like I just solved it instantly. I have no shame in these puzzles. I struggle with these. They're difficult for me. Even knowing the rules correctly now, the wordplay just gets me. But I'll try it for a second here, and if I start repeating myself too much, then I'll pause it and maybe like write it down and look at it. So the gems are not in the box with a unique statement. Okay. This statement is unique. This is the unique statement, so this is a guaranteed true box. So you are guaranteed true, which means the gems are not in the box with the unique statement. So you could also be true, or the gems are not in the box with the unique statement. That means these two have to be false. Because if one of them is false, the other one is a duplicate, so it's also guaranteed false. So that means that the statement is unique, the gems will be inside the unique box. Just look how easy that was. I see, I was hyping myself up to the point where I was like, man, I'm gonna pause this and solve it. All I had to do was say it out loud and do deductive reasoning. But yes. So for those of you that put the time and effort in, this is how you helped me. I now know that that was a true statement, and then we worked backwards. This statement could have been true, but then this one was the same statement, and you can't have 3 true statements. And if that one was false, then that one was false. So there we go. We figured out our first successful parlor puzzle after all of the explanations. We've made it to episode 9, so you guys that struggled through that, thank you. Especially to those that helped me out on it. And again, especially because I didn't get a single comment that was just like, hey man, you freaking suck at this. It was really enjoyable to read everyone's comments when they were being supportive about it. A courtyard. I like a courtyard. We don't need a wine cellar and we don't need a bedroom. We're taking a courtyard. Right through the middle. Okay, in the courtyard we have a security room. It's locked by key card. This is fine. We still have to get a shovel on one of these runs because I want to dig up more of these dirt spots and see what we can find. We'll take our courtyard entrance or exit over here. Security room. You always take the security room. I will never pass on a security room. We are gonna pass on the cutscene for the security room. I think you guys have all seen it at this point. There we go. If not, it's in one of the early episodes. Okay, so what we can do here, let's see, do we have any money, any fruit? I almost said any vegetables, but then I realized I've never picked up a vegetable in this game that I can think of. Okay. It is time to disable the security locks. And you know, we never actually got to test this before for the keycard system. So we want to turn on... We're just going to go to change offline mode to unlocked. Is that going to let me in? I've never been able to test this in such a direct manner. So we'll leave the security level the same. Offline mode is unlocked. If we can get a breaker room and shut off the power, we have a door right next to our security room that we can test. And we're going to set the security level to low because we don't have a key card yet or the breaker room. I'm drawing a blank on the actual thing right now. But we'll see if we get one. And then we can also log into the network, that's right, because we have Swan Song. Swanson G. That's how I'm going to remember that. I'm going to stop saying Swan Song. For some reason that feels weird, and I'm going to call it Swanson G. Okay, we've got staff services. What do we do with staff services again? Request a schedule change. It's all disabled. No, they can do special orders. What would we like in the commissary? We still don't know what a we did pick up a brass compass at one point. We know what all of these do, but the magnifying glass, I feel like that could still give me the most benefit because I feel like there's still things I need to look at. Someone told me the picture in the room, the boudoir with the safe, that I don't need the magnifying glass for it. I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I was also told I didn't need the magnifying glass for the tree to get into the apple orchard, which you definitely needed that one, because I couldn't read that. Sorry, just taking a quick sip of water here. I'm going to go with the Yes, I'm going to go with the magnifying glass. Order accepted. There we go. Data transfers are not available. I'm always going to click it. I don't know what could cause that to change. Then we can't remote it into anything, and we still don't have access to the mail. Okay. That's only accessible in the office. So we do need to make another office. See, that's one of the things, right? Is like, these are things that I was playing the game frequently, and I kept wanting to explore new content, so I wasn't going back to things like the lab. For example, I still have that snippet taken of the periodic table from the lab, and I never actually did anything with it. So I need to head back at some point and create another lab. We're gonna take a kitchen here just so we can keep going forward. Do not see anything in here. Our menu will be banana, club sandwich, and chef salad. Some extra footsteps there. Oh, and you know what? This is a good time to start. This is a good time to start. I said I was going to do it, and I already forgot. So, in the kitchen, writing these down. In the kitchen, we have a chart and a cart. This is the kitchen. Chart and cart. We can backpedal later if we need to. We've got a corridor, an observatory. I mean, the observatory is cost a gem and gives me 1 gold. Corridor... Oh, I mean, we would prefer a corridor here. Chapel gives me an extra out, but I don't think we need it. Now you are... I don't know what you are. You're a tiger? And fountain. I don't know if these two are applicable. There are 2 things in here. This is a cat. This is a base coat rack water fountain. I don't know what this is. Okay, look. If anyone in the comments knows what this one is, just like let me know. Just tag me in it and say like, "Hey, you know, the corridor room, right? This is the corridor that we're on." Yeah, so let me know if you guys know what that is. I can't figure it out. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I mean, this is clearly like cat, tiger, you know, but no clue. Not a chance. We can't make a passageway. We could make a bedroom here or a dark room. We can't see plans with the dark room, but we do know that the right one's always going to cost a gem or more. Or almost always, I should say. I think we make the dark room here so we can still try to go up. Right. Yeah, whatever. We're going to go this way. We'll just stick with the default room and see what we get. We got a chapel. Okay. We have a chapel going down. I don't want to go in there and spend my money just yet. Although it would be interesting to get a breaker room before using... Ooh. You know what? Here's what we do. We do this the smart way. We go to the kitchen. We spend just a few steps. And we buy a chef salad. And it gives us +5 steps because we have one green room inside of our current layout. We got the courtyard. We have the courtyard Marriott. Thus. And now we are going to go through the chapel because we don't have any money to waste. And we do now have another access point here, so we can skip the corridor in the kitchen, which saves us an extra step later on down the road. You are now going to be our wall room. So we've got a closet, a lavatory, and a west wing hall. This is definitely calling for a west wing hall. Now, the chapel, you do not have art pieces in you, so I don't have to worry about that. In here, we have car and card. Ah, yes, I remember this one specifically because... You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. I am gonna pull up my comments tab. Oh, here we go. So it's Talix Zen. Talix Zen pointed this one out to me from a previous episode that the queen is a face card. So we have car and card because I was trying to figure out what it was. So this is going to be the West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall has a car and card. I don't know if I figured that one out on my own. I'm pretty sure given that individual credit for that one. Doors locked? Sure, we'll use a key. We got 2 of them. A drawing room, a wine cellar, and a spare room. Ooh, spending a gem here could be risky. But I think we're going to do it. Now, specific paintings in here. None that seem to fit the bill of the prior thing that we mentioned. Because there's so many in here. Like, there's multiple, so I don't think this matters. You locked? You are not locked. We have a veranda, and a wine cellar, and a guest bedroom. So, we can redraw, which we're going to. It's interesting to know that the veranda can spawn on this side of the house, too. We've got the boudoir. I think we take it. I mean, the bedroom steps would be nice, but I need to see if the hint about the picture was helpful for me. So what do we have in here? Someone said the picture is the hint, but I don't see any numbers on it. So I'm looking at this. I don't know what could be the hint. Obviously, you have some things that stand out, such as like the number of colorful balls on here. So like the code order could be red, blue, purple, yellow, red again. So maybe like we could count these and we could do how many... Well, that's hard to tell the difference between red and purple because I can't see the color shading. Purple, purple. Okay, so let's try this. This is a huge shot in the dark, but I think it could be fun to try. So we have 2 purples at the top. Red. I'm gonna write them in order. We'll do red, blue, purple, yellow, red, and maybe that will be the safe combo. Feels weird that it would be 5 digits, but why not? Because these are all single-digit answers. And see, it just doesn't seem right. Okay, I can't. I'm not doubting myself entirely yet. We're gonna give it a shot here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for purple. We have 1, 2, 3 red. Blue we have 2, and yellow we have 2. I think that is 3 red. Again, without the magnifying glass, that's kind of hard to tell what colors these are. And then if I look into the room, I don't think there's any other clues about what's going on. But in the boudoir we have, what is that, wheat and rain? Rain and grain. Okay. Let me put the bar down for rain and grain. Then we're going to come back here to the safe. I'm going to try something ridiculous here. I'm going to try 3, 2, 4, 2 first. That was not it. We're going to clear it. Now I'm going to try 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. That was also not it. Now we're going to try one last ridiculous Hail Mary, which is... Still don't see anything else in the room. Which is, when I look at this... Oh, there's like... There's just so many... I feel like counting is just too ridiculous. It can't be that. That would be so in-depth for no reason. And I don't see anything else in this picture that gives me a clue as to what the safe code would be. I could just be missing it, but I still think it's a magnifying glass situation. The other option I have is the presents would then go like red, blue. You know what? No, we're done. We're done with that. We will try to get the magnifying glass and revisit this in the future. We got a breaker box. It does cut off our path. Actually, it doesn't matter because we don't have anything left. In fact, this is the end of our run, no matter what we take here. Not the end of the run, but the end of our forward progression, like, to different ranks. So, we're going to test the security room. So here's what I need to do. The dark room. Okay. I was just looking to see what the picture was to get some ideas going in my head. Guard entry set off. We still don't know what the vac indicators are. I feel like that's going to be related to the lab, and we'll get there eventually. Okay. Now, have I ever answered this one? That is a tag, and that is a coast. Coast and cost? Because it costs 10? I'm going to go with coast and cost. So, the breaker room is coast and cost. Because they're one letter apart. Now, what doesn't work with this is normally when these things change, it's always a letter added on to the front of it. So like cart and... No, you know what? I'm wrong about that because cart and chart did not follow that rule. I take it back. Off we go. We go back to our security room. We have 25 steps. We don't have to go to the security room just yet, but we're going to, for the sole purpose of testing things out. So, you are the security room. Oh, crap. It's unlocked. That's why it was unlocked. Because we put a room next to it. Dang it, that's not helpful at all. Okay, well, either way, we now want security doors to be high. Because we turned off the power. And I feel, again, I've never actually reconfirmed it, because I can't really just go back and watch all my footage. I'm sure I've already answered this, but high on unlock should be fine. Every time I've ever had a chance to test this, though, I have the actual key card, which makes it difficult, because then you just... the key card. Okay, so now we're going to head back to... We've got the West Wing Hall, and that's it. well, let's see what we get from the dark room. Since we turned the power back on. I did waste an extra step there. So I could have stopped here on the way back. And we got a note. Print notes. Herbert Sinclair has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. The last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Oh. No item in here? Is that note's always here, isn't it? We got a gem this time. I don't see anything else that's unique to the room. Same pictures as always. Yeah. Hey, would you guys believe someone wrote an angry comment that I was supposed to be able to know that I could see these numbers? I can't see what these numbers are right now, and I have a pretty large monitor. We read this, I believe. Pretty sure we did, yeah. Do I remember what it says? No, I do not. I probably wrote it down in my little notebook. Alright. Now we're going back to the West Wing Hall. The card and the cart. Or car and card, I should say. Our key to get in here. Nursery. Spare room and a guest bedroom. If we take the guest bedroom, we would have steps to go backtrack. Let's backtrack. Let's do that. Let's take the guest bedroom here and run back to the entrance hall, because we're not making it much further anyways, so a spare room isn't that beneficial. And what we want to do now is something like this, right? So we have the bird, so we have the crow and row. So this is the guest bedroom. Can the guest bedroom appear in places other than rank 3? It definitely can, right? Yeah. Guest bedroom is going to be... I apologize for all the writing on this one, but, you know, it's just going to be like this run that we're dealing with this. And that's going to be crow and row. This is going to mean something eventually, and I'm going to feel super cool and smart, handsome when I figure it out. We don't need to read that letter. Crow and row. Now we'll head back all the way to the start. Got a couple of room rerolls, so we could pick a room. See, this is a good run for picking a room we don't normally utilize. Now the Nook, what did you have in here? You have a pole and a road, so it's road and rod. So the Nook has road and rod. Now, what worries me about that is I've definitely seen different pictures in this room before. So I feel like I should be keeping track of like where these are. Like maybe this will always be the pictures, road and rod right here. We'll use this room as our test sample for that, because at one point this was a lock and I think the other one was a clock. Let's head into the parlor. There were no paintings in the parlor. We didn't have to worry about that room. Did the den have anything? Bat and bath. Okay. Go quick. Den. Bat and bath. Then we're gonna head all the way over to the storeroom and give it a shot. So you are just a regular hallway, and you had pin and pine. That's right. Regular hallway is pin and pine, because it's a pine tree. Pantry. You don't have any art in the pantry. But we do have art in the pantry. So that's a tag and a stag? Deer? Cost? I see earlier I said in the break room, in the breaker room, I put coast and cost. So is that not cost? That's tag. You would be a stag. But if the other one's tag, what could that have been? It was like a cliff. Tag and... Ooh, I have no idea. Alright, well, we'll try pantry. with tag and stag. And these I'm all for. Like, if I get this wrong, there's nothing that's gonna help me figure it out. So if you find a better combination, but by all means tell me. Like, don't keep it to yourself on this one. So this one is car and cart again. What did we have for car and cart already? You see, we're starting to get duplicates. We had car and card, and we had chart and cart. That was the kitchen. Okay, so now we are in the storeroom. Okay. And the storeroom is car and cart. I think that has to be, because that's coal. No, that's just a car. You wouldn't be anything else. It would be a car and a cart. We haven't had any duplicates yet. Nothing that's doubled up in another room. Okay, so what do we have here? You could be a locksmith. We've never been in the locksmith's room. I think we should go in there. Keys for sale? We don't have any money, but who cares? Let's use our gem and get in here. I want to see what's in this room. I mean, that's a cool-ass looking room. There may not be any clues or anything that can help me in here, but we now know what it obtains, which is 1 key for 5, 3 keys for 12, 8 for the special key, which I assume would just be the secret garden every single time. We haven't discovered any other special keys yet that I'm aware of, or a lockpick kit, which the lockpick kit kind of fucked me over when I used it prior. I think it worked one time. I'll see, and here we go. We've got a bridge and a bride. So, lockpick room. Will be bridge and bride. Again, I was getting too caught up on winning, but there's more information I need to find. And I know these were here. So they could have multiple meanings. Like, the queen is a face card, and this is an ace. So in the entrance hall, we have face and ace. Like I said, if I miss one, if you guys see one that I'm wrong about, by all means, just be like, hey, did it wrong, this is what you need to do. A dining room? Yes, absolutely. This is perfect. We have 12 steps left. There's not a lot going on. In the dining room, we have a crowbar and a rosary. So, pry and pray, because those are the actions you commit. You pray with a rosary, and you pry with a crowbar. So, the dining hall is pry, pray. Go. And I can't eat my food because we did not make it to rank 8. We only made it to rank 7. There's nothing else of value in this room. We're down to 11 steps. We're just going to keep going until we finish this one out here. Ooh, we've got a bedroom and observatory. We can't even craft you. We could redraw floor plans, but there's no need to. I think we just take the bedroom. We take the bedroom. It gives us a key. We like to see a key. In the bedroom, we have nothing but the key. And then for our art, we have stairs and stars. So bedroom is stairs and stars. And if anyone wants to help, like, give me hints about what this might be, if you've already figured it out, I'll take hints on it. I don't really want a direct answer on, oh, take that information and go do that. But something I do remember, it was like, it had a diagram, and it was like stars was without and stairs was with. So, like, maybe the larger word is supposed to be of some extra value and the other one's not. I have no idea, but I'm open to suggestions. We've got a patio. That would have been crazy good to get. We've got the walk-in closet. I don't think we've ever actually been in a walk-in closet yet, so that sucks that we don't get to make it. The terrace. Yeah, I think we make a terrace here, because we could still get another green room right over there. So the terrace has no art pieces on it. Just had some coins. We do have some keys left, but yeah, that's it. Terrace. It's weird having the terrace up here. It's so close to the front. I felt like we've always gotten it further back. Okay, now we've got one final room left, right? Let's check our quick blueprints here. Haha, I said the name of the game. And yes, this is it. This is our last room that we have an option to go into here. We've got the lab and we can't get it. No. It would have been so good. We don't want the lavatory. I know that there are paintings in here. I swear I've seen them, but I don't care about it. I'd rather do anything else. But we're going to redraw. Another walk-in closet, a mage chamber. I don't think we've ever opened a mage chamber, so we're going to do that, especially because the run is over with. And even though it says you're less likely to find items laying in your home, does that mean that they would just be in here? I don't really know. Okay, well, let's see. We've got the statue of Mila. Chair, little mannequin, laundry, the maid's outfit. Have a hat, vacuum, some maid stuff. It's weird that the closet isn't actually a closet. Then we've got a letter. We will read that. Don't worry, I'm just checking everything else first. I've been known to miss things in rooms that you can easily see. And then like a little basin. Oh, you're like a prep station. I see. That's the washing basin right there. Okay, so we've got our letter. But first, we've got dessert and desert, which again has appeared in different rooms, so this is confusing the hell out of me. I know that combination exactly has appeared in other rooms. So in the maid's chamber, that's why I'm thinking maybe the location of the room actually matters for this. But in the maid's chamber we have, if anything, we'll at least get all the combinations of photos, or paintings. So desert and dessert. Okay, let's see what the note says. Staff notice the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In the following instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6, Mrs. Babbage. Well, they're all getting their 1 month of paid leave, and Friday is November 6th. Every one of these runs starts on November 7th, which is a Saturday. I don't know if I knew that before, but I am going to put all runs start on November 7th. That is going to be a Saturday. I'm learning that I should have been taking a lot more notes. I could always go back and watch my videos, and I will probably, but like, you know, there's certain things we can just easily rediscover. So we're gonna call it a day there. That's everything right there. So, yeah, and then we'll have the apple orchard for tomorrow. So we're gonna call it a day here. We'll take a look at the layout that we had. I think we had 2 new rooms for this one, maybe just one, which was the locksmith room. I think we've been into everything else. 24 room total, 6 ranks reached, 2 items found, and 63 steps taken. Does it not... Have I been in the locksmith room? There's no way I've seen that before. I thought it told me when I discovered a new room. Maybe not. Okay, well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys can appreciate the audio fixing, and like I said, it's the weekend. I don't have much time left to film these episodes, so I might upload another one of I might upload this one maybe tomorrow on Sunday, just so you guys can maybe get out some information to me and kind of help me out with the demo, because the rest of these videos I'm going to be filming over this weekend, and I would like to get a little more information from the collective whole before this thing closes out. But either way, I mean, as soon as this game comes out on release, I'm purchasing it. They'll pre-order it if I can. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.